Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Contest of Speed Tier 2. We're here live for Race 1 of Season 6. My name is Dan. I will be your lead commentator for this evening. And we're back in the usual arrangement. Sat alongside me, my co-commentator, it's Matt.
Good evening, Danny. Good evening, everyone. Yes, we are finally here.
Season 6 is go, baby.
There's been enough waiting around, and we have arrived in Spain. And hopefully, well, let's put it this way, Tier 2 have got a lot to live up to after last night's season opener from Tier 3, who kicked us all off for the league. Very exciting, very exciting times.
Yes, indeed. First man out on track is your dearest brother in the Williams.
Well, the worrying thing is, they've taken their time, because we're already, what, 2 minutes into the session?
We are.
Yeah.
Weather is unknown to us at this point, everybody.
Also, let's put it this way, it's Tier 2, and if you've been a long time viewer of Contest of Speed, you know Tier 2 is the rainy tiers.
It is. So. Tier 2 is the one where you want the action. That's why I miss it so much.
It's alright. You're fine, you'll get over it, mate. Tier 3 now, it's lovely down here.
I don't know, yeah, last night could have gone better, but we move. I mean, it was brilliant for you, don't get me wrong, I'm talking on a personal level.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either, but
yeah.
You never know.
So,
yeah,
I had faith, man. Message from Williams, it's, and I quote, dry as Gandhi's flip-flop.
Okay.
But you can't guess who sent that message in.
You know that.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, Dan's first one on a flying lap, and I'm going to say it now, he was the victor of last week's pre-season race.
He was, yeah, led from start to finish.
Yeah. There's another reason, I think him and Kay are looking for points finishes this week, and
yeah. We are live with TAS as well, our telemetry analysis system. Great thanks to Tebow and IGK for this. So any questions you may have, you are able to ask them in the stream chat. Well, obviously we will answer them for you if we spot them. But if you want to ask specific questions about a certain driver or the tyres they're on or whatever, you can do so in the stream chat. The instructions should be appearing through Nightbot. Or you can ask, which I think is exclamation mark and then help to give you the commands you can put in. Dan pits then.
That's a better. Well, I think that was his little detour run. Unseen has already beaten the pole time from yesterday.
He has 15-1, closely followed by Real Life with a 15-2. He was equal with you, yeah, 15-2, or were you 15-3?
I was a 15-1-6-7 yesterday.
15-1-6-7. I was a 15-3.
So this is where we're going to see the overlap between Tier 3 and Tier 2.
I've just seen Mark come through. He has invalidated his lap already.
So that would probably be on either the inside of turn 1 or the inside of turn 2, trying to straighten out that.
Yeah,
that
although he is going for it at the moment. As we're seeing some guys lighting up the timing screens. Tichy is fastest in Sector 2 at the moment. Only just. He's 13 thousandths ahead of Unseen through there.
Let's go Team Alpha. Sorry, no, I'm biased.
Yep. Let's jump across to Tichy then as he powers for the line. Puts himself into third. And that was his third sector letting him down there. So close between those guys at the top.
I think Tier 3's times were a little slow yesterday.
Comparative to what these guys will be doing, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think there's a few guys that could possibly challenge, but I think everyone's a little bit nervous yesterday.
We've got a new fastest first sector. That's from Jonathan Cox in the Renault, one of the new boys. Of course, if you weren't watching last week, and he's invalidated probably at turn 9, so what was looking like a really good lap has been paid waste too. Why is he?
15.5.
15.5 on the meet. Good lap from KV. Wisey Boy is on a lap at the moment. In the racing point, the Pink Panthers.
His teammate's just invalidated, so Wisey Boy has also just invalidated.
Yeah. Oh, and he's gone at turn 9!
I'll tell you what, he's hit that front on, so he's done well there.
Yep. And he's followed Titchy's advice to not reverse out of the tyre wall.
Yep.
He's let it drift.
Jonathan Cox came through and did a 1:23.3. Oh, and he's tried to go again. He's lost it. Turn 2. That could have ended in tears. Jamie's coming round, so I've heard Jamie 1S has got good 1 lap pace, Danny.
Yes. Let's have a look. Let's see what he's doing. Jamie 1S. Have a look at my timing screen here.
22.2, I think.
Yep, 22.2 through sector 1. Not massively quick, if I'm honest. That's nearly a second down, but it might just be a sight alert. Yeah, he has, yeah.
But he's gone wide anyway.
Yeah.
Turn 9 causing a few problems this week. I think, obviously, this game has got better, but a couple caught out yesterday during the race, which obviously was quite dramatic when it happened, and qualifying as well. I think people shot through there just trying to take it flat out. So.
We've got Fallen on a lap right now on the soft tyre.
51.9, yeah, he's on. They're all running on 0 ERS.
Yeah.
Mode, so I think these are a lot. We're going to see probably a 1-shot qualifying, like we saw last week, on the mediums from everyone, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Although Fallen's going around again.
Yeah, but I think he's done that. So this will be his in that. I think he's just done it to get time on the board, so he doesn't invalidate his last run and then be stuck at the back.
That's fair play.
So, smart. I'm just seeing the array of support that we've got in the chat already.
Yeah, Team Stumpchy support.
Team Sensodyne or Team Davy.
Yeah. Team Davy. We've got Team Denmark, of course. Vaxland and Dracer. Team NSX. Anyone who wants to, Team BNB, that's Yordi and Real Life, formerly Tennis Freak. Tennis Freak and Robin.
So who's just popped in a time? So James just popped in a time. NSX has seen just gone quicker, so he's going to be starting on the soft step. I think Robin will be as well, and possibly Titchy. He's going to go again on the softs.
I'm going to go on board with the Wizard, sporting the classic Schumacher helmet from the early 2000s. In fact, I think from 2000 actually.
We've got a bit of traffic.
He is on the medium, so don't expect a massively quick lap time here, but the Wizard is a man of extreme prejudice when it comes to keeping it inside those white lines.
That's why we have 2 awards named after.
Up through turn 3 then, the long swooping right-hander. Just to catch 8th gear before turn 4, clip the apex, drift wide before coming back across to the right-hand side for 5. We've got a racer in front of us who will, I hope, make way, and does so.
Hijack's just finishing that very slow pedestrian, but it's a lap nonetheless. It's a 1:18.4
through the what's normally flat turn 9. Wizard having some trouble there on those medium tyres. The 2 Ferraris get out of the way for him. Into turn 10, the hairpin, the end of sector 2, start of 3. Up through the little kink of left-hander of 11, through the long right of 12. Towards 13, just a clip of the curb, not too much, or you end up on that sausage, and then you've got no hope. 14 and 15, the chicane, and then you plant the throttle pedal for the long right-hander of turn 16, before opening that DRS and crossing the line for the Wizard in a 1:16.0 on the medium tyre. Not brilliant for him. I would expect he will not be too happy with that.
Yeah, Faxon's done a 1:16.0 on the softs as well, so telemetry Montana. Drivers get overtakes, fast sectors, all their sector splits for their qualifying and the race, and then warnings they pick up during the race and where their penalties are.
Yeah, we've got tyre degradation levels, wing damage percentages. We've got live delta feeds that are more accurate than the ones we see on screen. As in they generate faster. I think the game standard generation speed is 20 Hz. Ours generate at 60. And then there's a couple of other bits and pieces as well, so we can see their tyre strategies without having to go into the race director, so we know if people have to stop again to change tyres or whether they can just keep going. We get weather updates as well, but only in the session we're currently in. So at the moment it's cloudy. When it gets to the race we'll have weather updates for that. We've got air and track temperature. Not that that's massively useful, but
basically, you name it, I think we've pretty much got it.
Yeah, Tebow has done a world of a job for us.
And Ricky has made an excellent point, because whilst we were talking about that, Stumpy has just gone to 5th on the mediums to Foss, medium run.
Yes, and Tichy has improved his time as well on the soft, so 15.0, puts himself above Robin into 2nd place.
And this looks unseen, he's just about to start his lap again. Let's see what Drace is doing.
Robert's in the chat saying Stumpy and KV are going to be rivals again, and at the moment, with the times they've set, they certainly will be.
Hey, what did we say last week? It was going to be Team Stumpy versus Team David.
It certainly is. Dracer just invalidated on the exit of turn 9. I'm going to go on board with Wisey Boy again as he comes around for his out lap.
Now, I hope this isn't the case. Jamie's still circulating around on the softs, which are 4 laps old.
Yes, 5 laps now. Yeah.
I think this is his practice before he goes and does his run.
I would agree with you. Except he wants to be careful, because 5 to 6 laps is the generally agreed race stint for those tyres, so they're going to be dropping off, and he's going to put a fresh set on and have so much grip. There's a chance that he's going to be able to invalidate just because he doesn't appreciate how much grip he's going to have.
He's just coming around the last corner down. He's the 10th up so far and does a 1:15.4, so another 10th from the final sector, goes up to 6. Unseen improves to 14.6.
Good man.
Looks to be the man to beat.
Wisey Boy 21.2 through sector 1. At the moment he's matching Robin in 3rd place, and he's also on the mediums, so it's looking good for Wisey Boy through sector 1.
Concerned, our bar is still in the pit. He's come out, thank goodness for that. I didn't think he was going to come out. Hijacked on a lap as well. Jamie's going to be coming in. Mark is marginally up, but it looks to be coasting around, so it's about that.
To 49.7 middle sector for Wisey Boy.
Hijacked he's got a McLaren in front. That is all.
This could be a really good time here for Wisey Boy. 1 corner to go. This could be a top 5 time as long as the final sector went well, and it didn't. The final sector let him down. 16.2.
Hijacked is going through the chicane, clips it nicely, runs over the last one very nicely as well. A little bit of ERSF powers to the line, and it is only 15.9. That just looked a lot better than what the time was.
Yep. Charlie coming across then to start his lap. Apologies for the RPM glitch there. You just have to. I won't go on board to deafen you, but we'll see how he gets on then. Currently in 17th with no time.
Good things at the end of last season, so I think he wants to try and continue that form if he can.
Personal best through sector 1 with a 21.3.
very difficult to actually tell who's going to do well here because in our last season we didn't do so much.
Oh, Charlie's gone at turn 9.
Oh! And has magnificently parked it onto the skate road.
Yeah, he's done well onto the.
So I would say that's qualifying over, really. I wouldn't want to start on those softs.
No, I think that will be Charlie going from the back. Dracer's going for another lap though.
Yeah, Arbar is come up to sector 2. He's done a 49.3 so far.
Hijacked has invalidated on his time in P10.
It's in the pits anyway, I think.
Yeah. 49.6 for Dracer.
Sort of throws him out to the side, around the last corner, a little bit of ERS left, and pushes to the line and does a 15.4, so up where we probably expect Arbar to be. Those mediums. Robin is out, but that's in the pit, so that's fine, he's done.
Dracer comes around the final corner for the line and puts himself P12 with a 16.0. Not a bad effort for a one-shot qualifying session. Got one of the Alphas coming now towards the line. I'm not sure who it was.
Danny, can you put the tyre graphic onto best so people know what the tyre is?
I already have done. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's Tichy. And he's retired at turn 3.
Yeah.
I was just about to swap to him.
Wizards is up, by the way, 7/10 on his current time, so that's going to put him, what, 15.3 if he continues. He's got to hold it all together. Oh, runs too deep, low through the chicane. That's going to compromise his exit.
It's still a 15 flat.
Still 15.
The two-spell wizard
It's so far wide.
puts himself into third, right behind his brother.
Well, that'd be interesting. So McLaren showing a strong performance again.
Indeed. Stumpy now coming round to start a lap on the soft tyre. Currently in 7th on the mediums, the better race tyre. But if he can get himself up there and mixing it with the McLarens and his teammate Tichy, it could be a two-way fight for the win.
NSX Unseen has backed out. He's just marginally down. Oh no, he's just... No, sorry. So I went back to the none, so he had a little bit of ERS left. They just saved him during the lap rather than just let it run out.
Yeah, I think that you need to a little bit in order to get that drive towards the end of the lap. Stumpy though, little lock up into turn 5, shouldn't affect him too much.
14.3, wow!
That is
Jonathan
a big...
14.7 right at the end.
Big lap times there from those two guys. Oh, Stumpy's gone, turn 9. As has one of the Ferraris, I think that's Mark.
Mark is off the track, yeah, again. It's the Ferrari struggling. Jamie is the one I think is last left. He's currently up on his tyre by 2 seconds, so he's going to be in a 15.4 at the moment.
Very close to invalidating there on the entrance. That corner.
Oh, very close again with the aero, over the aero shot.
Taking every inch he can get his hands on. Puts himself second. 14.6 for Jamie. Okay, and I think there's only Mark, but we know he's not going to be able to improve after that spin at turn 9.
I'm going to call him again. I heard the prediction for the race. He's there again. I'm going to call him. That's going to be his new nickname. Mr. P11 strikes again.
Which Team Davey, P10 and P11, both on, well, both set times supposedly on the medium tyre. I don't know if Dan has. Oh, I don't know if his was on the softs. He'll get a free choice of tyre anyway.
Well, that escalated very quickly, Danny.
It did. That's what we like to see. Robert, thank you for subscribing for the 5th straight month. We appreciate all the support you give us. So then, NSX Unseen takes pole position in the first race of Season 6 with Jamie 1S behind him. Jonathan Cox in 3rd place with Tichy and Wizard, the Riley brothers 4th and 5th. Real Life in P6, Arbar P7, Stumpy in P8, Geordie in P9, and KV, Tier 3 champion from last season, promoted to Tier 2, only managing P10, although he is on the medium tyre. His teammate Dan Robbo P11, Racer or Lewis P12, Mark 13th, Hijacked 14th, Dracer 15th, Faxland 16th. And I didn't see the rest of them.
I don't know.
So then while we wait,
and then
any predictions for the race, guys? We've got Blaze in saying Unseen, Arbar and the Wizard for his top 3. Montana, it says Unseen, Wizard and Mark. Anybody else got a strategy, not strategy, a prediction for us? Doesn't have to be the race result, can be anything else. Number of safety cars, when the safety car will appear.
So ones yesterday of who's going to get first retirement. That was brutal.
Jonathan Cox, the first man to press X for the new season. Unseen, Arbar and KV from Perry. Mr. Big Max says no podium for the Wizard. He won't thank you for that.
It will be interesting because obviously yesterday our race got a bit thrown out of the window because of the VSCs and the timing, so we didn't actually see a true 2-stop against the 1-stop, but
here we go. Predicted pit stops. We have a 2 and a 3-stop predicted. I doubt very much we'll see anybody do a 3-stop unless we have safety cars.
Code name Rainbow was used last night.
It was. It was, yes. Got you victory, I believe. Or did you do 2 mediums?
Yeah. No, I went soft, and the safety car came out, so I went medium, and then followed Robert, who was in the lead, and Ray Snipes, both put on hards. I thought they didn't make hards as well. That was disappointing last night. It ruined what was going to be a very interesting finale.
Yeah. I just wish I could have been up there with you, but you know, stuff happens out there. Tyre choices then. Everyone in the top 10 of course has to start on the tyre they qualified on, so Arbar, Stumpy and KV on the mediums, everybody else on the softs. Outside of the top 10 you have free choice of tyre, and everybody apart from Mark has gone onto the medium tyre. Mark has gone for the hards.
I tell you what, I'm seeing some of these guys on the softs weaving aggressively. I wouldn't be doing those. These things are fragile as anything. I know we've got to get the temp in, but
yeah, well, as we found out last night, it's a delicate balancing act between setting a decent pace on the formation lap and getting the temperature in without wearing them out too much. Okay, plenty of support in the chat for the drivers and the makeshift teams we have, so Stumpchi, Davey, Denmark, NSX and BNB. As the cars get ready then, we get ready to go racing for the first time properly in Season 6 for Tier 2. We hope you're all as excited as we are, as I am definitely raring to go. It's been a long break. Here we go then. 4, 5 lights. The lights go out. We've got a glitch again, everybody. We wait, the revs build. And away we go for Season 6. It's a great start from NSX Unseen. Same for Jonathan Cox. Jamie not so good off the line there. He's going to be challenged by Jonathan Cox around the outside into turn 1. The 2 Alphas going to wheel with the Red Bull and McLaren of Wizard.
Oh, Yordi's off. Oh, and he's made contact with Stumpy. Dan's gone round the outside and he's gone down the inside of Tichy. He's up to 6th already. What a move. I'm fucking on board with him.
Great driving from Dan, the big winners there are Dan Faxland, who's now up 6 places, Dracer up 3, losers so far. We've got KV, who's fighting down in 14th at the moment, Mark down in 17th rather, down 4 places. Tichy's dropped 3 places to 7th.
Down again. I'll tell you what, he got massively caught out. It wasn't his fault whatsoever. Geordie ran wide into turn 1, came back on track, made contact with Stumpy. That's why Stumpy's now down in P12, and KB was right behind with nowhere to go, so that's why he's down where he is, which is really unfortunate for him.
We know what KB's like. If there's a man who can put a fight back together, it's him.
Oh, Charlie wouldn't try and do that over the turn 15. So, sorry, what am I on about? Turn 11, 4/15.
Alright, NSX Unseen then, 1 lap down, has pulled out a 1 second lead over Jamie 1S with Jonathan Cox close behind.
Charlie round. I knew that was going to happen. You can't go 2 cars through there. You need to back out.
Mark and Wisey Boy side by side down the main straight. KV into the pits then.
I think he's got some wing damage, that would be why. That would be my guess. Yeah, there's a new wing and the hard tyres.
KV then will be wanting a safety car at some point this afternoon. Well, this evening. We've got Stumpy and Real R Life going side by side into turn 5. Robin with the inside line goes deep on the brakes to try and force the Alpha wide. Does so, but can he hold position? Softer tyres would suggest so. Stumpy locks up there, could compromise him. Hijack side by side now as we go up towards turn 9. Not through here, boys. Careful now. Stumpy takes a clip. Hijack's alright, but Stumpy is round. And the wing's gone, and so's the tyre. That was the most pathetic.
As well.
That was the most pathetic crash I think I've ever seen. We caught it on stream. There is no way that should have taken that tyre off. All I can say is Stumpy has been severely harshly done by there. Jamie 1S is into the pits from 2nd place. The other soft runners all continue.
No, they're not. Tichy and Geordie are in as well.
I mean, the leaders, sorry. Yep, oh, Jamie is in for the mediums. Wisey Boy for speeding in under VSC gets himself a 5 seconds penalty. Jamie nearly lost it coming out of the pits there. Spun up the rears to get some temperature. Nearly had himself a calamity. Meanwhile, Dan Robber now up to P5 and right on the back of Arbar.
I'll tell you what, Team Denmark have done, well, a combined 18 places off the start.
Yeah, well played, Team Denmark. That's Faxland and Dreiser, of course. P6 and 7 at the moment on the medium tyre, so in a really good position. Dan has DRS to Arbar now. Lap 3, of course, has been activated.
I think Wisey Boy will be getting past Mark. Mark was the only one starting on the hard tyre.
Yeah, we want to keep an eye on him later in the race.
It looks like we've got a problem, Danny.
What's this?
I think Wisey Boy's stuck in overtake here, and it's not looking good. Yeah, he's definitely stuck in overtake.
Either that or he's just forgot to turn it off.
I'll be surprised if he has. This obviously happened to Lewis last week, which was disastrous. We still achieved good position, but down the main straight you would be a sitting duck.
Jonathan Cox closing in on NSX Unseen. He must have had a brilliant VSC restart. Either that or Unseen is starting to lose ground.
Lewis is in onto the medium, so we're all stopped.
And I think I've got the tyre glitch for Lewis. It says he's on a scrub set, but I would imagine that's just...
I'll have a quick look on that, just to clarify. Oh, Lewis got a drive-through, that's why. He didn't pit, he got a drive-through for speeding on the VSC.
Oh, now Wisey Boy's got one of them as well.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one that's been caught by it outright this week.
No, he wasn't.
There was 1 or 2 last night.
We've got Real Life dragging Hijacked with him right up in the gearbox of the 2 Haas cars.
Yeah, Faxon. Faxon's got damage, I can't tell, but he's the cork in the bottle.
No damage for Faxland.
Gets a good exit, I think.
He's going to help his teammate stay ahead of real life here, but he might go for something audacious.
I really thought he was going to let him pass through there. Tichy must have a race on the new rubber.
Wisey Boy and Charlie in.
Wisey Boy beats drive through.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Charlie isn't the same.
I will check with that as well.
I think he is, yeah, he's just gone straight through.
Yeah, both got drive throughs.
And while we were checking that, I missed it completely. I was looking at the mini-map. Robin has been overtaken by Hijacked into turn 3 and turn 4, and then runs very wide. He's on the gravel.
Well, luckily he's got a buffer behind him, falling still 3 seconds down the road. I think those tyres need to come off, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, the soft runners now are in their pit stop window.
Yeah, Wizard is currently holding the guys in 4th and 5th at bay. Unseen continues.
Yep, Jonathan Cox as well, now within striking distance. The Renault driver, overtake engaged, DRS open, he'll be in rich fuel as well. He's going to have to throw it down the inside of turn 1. Here we go.
Meanwhile,
he's going for it. Unseen still on the inside. Argy-bargy elbows between the two of them. Unseen holds position, but he gives it up to Jonathan Cox there. Sportsman-like driving from Unseen.
Hijack was all over the back of Dracer at the last corner, but then Dracer managed to pick up the DRS anyway from Faxon and the slipstream and had overtake, so then just basically drew up to the back of his teammate, who is 6.6 seconds now behind the top 4. So
Dan as well closing in on Arba. He's now within striking distance should he wish to go for the move, knowing Dan will try and play the long game.
I think these two would be quite happy actually, because now Wizards pitted, they haven't got to get stuck behind him, and now drawing up to the back of the leading 2.
That's a fair point, yeah. Wizard going for the undercut on the leading pair, I feel. And I wouldn't be surprised to see those two stop this time around. Jonathan Cox then, our new race leader.
Only problem with that though, he's now come up.
Yep, Jonathan Cox pits.
Wizards come out in a bit of a traffic in the form of his brother Tichy, so
no love lost there.
Be interested to see how that one plays out.
Yeah. NSX Unseen continues going for the overcut on Jonathan Cox.
Yellow flag sector 3, that's because Tracer is out.
Yep, final corner.
He's put it in the pit entry wall.
Oh, that might avoid a safety car then, if he's there. Nope, it's full course safety car. Jonathan Cox is going to lose out massively here. He just come out of the he just come out of the pits when the safety car was announced, so he's gained no time and lost all of the positions. NSX Unseen should be the big winner here and might even come out in P4.
Hijack is 12 seconds. What is it? It's about that under safety car, isn't it?
Give or take, yeah. I think Unseen is going to come out between Dan Robbo and Mark. It's somewhere in that gap. Either way, he's going to be ahead of Jonathan Cox and miles ahead of Wizard.
Top 5, isn't he? That's the important.
Yeah, he is.
What I meant was Tichy also did the undercut on the Wizard as well.
Yeah, you see, the question I want to ask now, Mark has stopped. Has he stopped for a fresh set of hards?
Mark has... No, Mark started on the hards.
I know, but on my telemetry he's now on 0 lap hards.
No, he started on the hards, he hasn't stopped yet.
Wisey Boy stopped again for hards. I'm just wondering whether anybody else might.
Well...
Yeah, Dan's in. Dan's pitting from 3rd place.
I'll tell you what, it'll be close because they barely made it yesterday.
They did, but we managed it. They'll just have to look after them a little bit, although looking after tyres is not really in Dan's repertoire. He'll be the first to admit. He's an all or nothing kind of guy.
So this has helped Mark. Hasn't really helped Mark out, but in terms of track position it has. Let's put it that way.
And Dan is going to come out behind the Wizard.
That's not the end of the world.
No.
That's probably where he was going to be anyway.
Yeah, the Wizard will have to stop again. That we know of. Racer and Charlie back in. Both. I think, honestly, the big loser from
Yeah, because he came out the pits on medium, so he's going to have to pit again anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So then, while we're waiting for these guys to stack up behind the safety car, let's have a look then at the main changes of position, the big winners and losers from the race so far. You would have to say that the big winners in terms of actual position, Mark's in there, up 8 places. Hijacked and Fallen as well, 12 and 15. Arbar up 6. But those front 3 have still got to stop. So does Mark, but he's on the harder tyre, so he is potentially still in position here, depending on how others handle their tyres. So Arbar then behind the safety car, 3 cars to catch up. That's the 2 Racing Points and Charlie in his Ferrari. So the safety car should come in at the end of this lap, and then we will go racing again.
So a long safety car, what we did, I'm trying to think how many laps it was in the end, 21 laps?
No, we did more than that.
I didn't think it was that. I think it was about lap 11.
Well, that's 13 then, give or take. No, 23 even. 23, yeah.
Good maths.
It's well documented that I did not do well in maths, alright? If I'd done well in maths, I would be doing something mathematical, not commentating on a Tuesday night, as much as I love this. So then Arbar leads the way, with Hijacked Fallen. Unseen then, the first man who has stopped, followed by Mark, who hasn't.
Now it is Unseen on the right tyre, this is the question.
I don't think there's any reason why you wouldn't have gone for the hards at that stop. Worst case is you have to come in again later in the race, but you go for the softs or a set of mediums that you absolutely drive the hell out of. Yeah, and if not, you go to the end on the hards. It's win-win. The big loser is Jonathan Cox, of course, pitting from the lead at the time, coming out on a tyre he will have to stop again on, significantly down the order. Safety car is coming in this lap then, so Arbar is now pacing the field.
Luckily, no glitch.
Once the safety car passes the safety car line, he can start to hit the pedal, which is at the entrance to the pit lane. No overtakes before the start-finish line. That is a change for this year's game. Last year it was at the safety car line, which is, as you will see, a white line across the track there, just gone past it. And Arbar's gone. Oh, and he's had a shocking exit. Hijack takes the lead. Fallen takes avoiding action. Unseen's had a poor restart, and Mark's managed to get him.
Yep. It's those guys on the hards you've got to look out as well. Cold hards are not pretty. You're going to have to wait 2 laps, I reckon. Mark and
Unseen side by side. Give each other enough room there. Arbar with an appalling restart. Took too much curb on the inside of the final corner, kicked him out wide onto the gravel.
Yeah, Jonathan Cox, 3 seconds. And they're all just jostling for position at this moment. Oh, and Jonathan Cox looks goes down the inside. It's Jamie. That was a shall I not? And then he eventually did so.
It's going to be a pure drag race. A little bit of lag there for us, but Jonathan Cox makes the move stick.
Tichy got an awful run through 7 late, and he will be under pressure from the Wizard.
Great camera angle for once.
Wait another lap.
Yeah, and we've got the 2 Alpha Tauris behind as well, with Dan. Wizard having a look behind there.
So a lot of these guys are going to have to pit again. But all the medium runners will have to pit again.
Yeah. Oh, and Tichy's gone. Final corner.
Tichy's gone. Final corner.
Like he did in practice the other day. He went at the final corner then, and he's gone now, right down to the back of the pack. Yeah. And there's wing damage on that car, so that will be a pit stop for him.
Yeah, Alpha's side by side, the Alpha Tauris that is, and Robin gets ahead of Yuri. Robin on the on the fresh. I'll try again. He's on the fresher mediums. There we go. Finally got it. Jesus.
Unseen then, closing up to the back of Fallen, Arbar and Hijacked. Arbar managing to get back ahead of his teammate after that appalling safety car restart.
Jonathan Cox. Sorry, Danny. That was aggressive defending, and Jonathan Cox has got front wing damage, left hand side. His Mark was dragging some of that wing with him.
Indeed he was.
So right hand side as we look at it.
Yeah, I can see it on the telemetry as well.
So obviously these guys aren't aware that it's a 33 lap race and they've got to get to the end, but you know.
Yeah, that's 25% of the left front wing of Jonathan Cox's Renault, and he's pitting in for it.
Hijack Gaming 3-second time penalty.
We could see. Yeah, we're seeing Mark acting as a little bit of a cork in the bottle at the moment. He needs to try and get back in the gearbox of NSX on scene, otherwise he'll lose DRS. And then he'll be a sitting duck for the cars behind.
So Hijack Gaming is the only one of the top 5 with a penalty.
Okay.
Everyone else is in a train. Just about. Just waiting, something's going to happen. Something is going to happen. Someone's going to give.
Yeah, something will give way. Dan Robbo going to be under pressure from real life. Although Robin looking like he's running a lot of wing. Couldn't catch up.
Dan stuck it back down into medium about 2/3 down the straight, and Robin just didn't catch up to the back of him. Thought that was going to pass. Both had good exit out the last corner.
Yeah, that Alpha Tauri running a lot of wing.
NSX Unseen has dropped off the back, Danny.
He's managed to get himself ahead of Fallen though. I think that'll be where it came from. We'll see if the Frenchman can fight back. I wouldn't be surprised to see him stop now for a set of hards, now that he's been overtaken by Unseen.
So the guys that were first, second, third, so it's now an easy one stop, still is. It's the guys that are pitted either early on hards or went to medium, where they're probably going to have to stop again. So Jack, Arbar and Fallen still in a good position, despite not having to pit.
Yeah, Fallen continuing then when we thought he might stop. Arbar has pitted, that's why Fallen stayed out. And that's the first window for the one-stop strategy, according to the
pressure this time round. Well, he's not. He just.
That Alpha Tauri.
It's such a good run. It's like,
oh, Dan's gone wide through turn 3, and Robin says thank you very much. So now he's caught in an Alpha Tauri sandwich, in a BNB sandwich.
I just want to see how. It's really interesting because I think. Is Robin going to be? Is he going to be like this for everyone else to try and get past? It's just straight line.
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. Dan picks up 3 seconds there. That's 2 warnings in a lap for him. It'd be interesting to see whether Dan can make it past down the main straight with the apparent straight line speed advantage he has. Although Robin will now have DRS from Mark.
Yeah.
And Hijacked is continuing again. Fallen does stop now.
continue again, and Essex is 3.7, so he's still falling away.
Yeah, Hijacked at the moment, his tyres are at 51, 38, 51, 44. That's front left, front right, rear left, rear right.
It's that front left tyre that just takes a caning, isn't it?
Well, both left-hand side tyres for him are taking the absolute worst of it, both at 52% wear. Just for anybody who doesn't know, the optimum tyre grip levels obviously start to fall off immediately, but when you start to see a dramatic decrease in lap time, it's at around 40% wear.
That's what I'm saying, but he's holding that quite nicely. Very strange. I mean, good job.
Real Life's managed to get ahead of Mark down the main straight, which we missed, and Dan was stationary in P7.
Mark's struggling, I think.
I'm just wondering here whether the Williams boys are playing some sort of tactical game, because Cavy's now right on the back of Yordi and preparing to pounce.
What, and Dan's just backing him in?
Potentially, yeah, because Dan, look, he's trying to pull away and he nearly got the second gap, but here goes Cavey. Moves out to the right hand side, that will be the inside for turn 1, and he's ahead before the corner.
Arbar 18.7 on the halves.
Fastest lap of the race for him.
He's got a good space actually down in front of him to pump some quick lap times in to put
Yeah,
pressure
he
on
has.
Hijack.
Both Red Bulls have. They could both make way here, while Hijacked insists on staying out for another lap.
Lost half a second to unseen in a lap, so I think it's now time.
Yeah. The end of lap 15 was the time he should have stopped. He was holding the advantage to that point. Let's see then. Dan now closing in on Mark, who is the new cork in the bottle. Mark's tyres approaching the halfway point in their wear cycle.
It needs another couple of laps out of those.
Yeah, he needs to get to around lap 20. Hijacked pits then. So we'll see where he comes out. Unseen will retake the lead. Jamie's stopping as well. And Hijacked. Oh no, sorry. I was going to say Unseen stopping there, but no. Jamie stops as well.
I wouldn't be surprised if Barbar jumps him.
We've got a helicopter shot here. Is Dan going to go for the lunge into turn 1? Yes, he is! Down the inside of Mark. There's contact between the two. Dan holds it though. And now he's going to try around the outside of turn 3. No way! It's all about traction.
Got him. He's got him.
Yep, the Williams has it. Swoops around the outside of turn 3 into turn 4. Elbows out. Aggressive but fair. That's what we love to see.
I'll tell you what, Danny, for the effective P1, I just came out just behind Hijack. So he nearly got the undercut.
Nearly. But he's going to be under pressure until those tyres are warmed up. And I think we could see a move from Arbar here into turn 10. Although he has a poor turn 9 though from Arbar, you know. You've got to be taking that flat if you want to try and get an overtake in.
Now, in Williams, go up.
Matt, your mic's lagging, mate. Or it's for me.
Hold up.
And Real Life has made it ahead of the Wizard on the main straight. Simple move for him in the end, but let's jump back to the battle between Arbar and Hijacked. Hijacked had a much better exit from the final corner, so much quicker.
Cavey is through and Lewis is through as well, Danny.
Yeah, Mark not having a good time on those old hard tyres, but he will get the benefit later on. Just to let you know, Cavey's tyres are approaching a point where he's going to start to lose ground. They are at 40% now.
Just going to see if Geordie can overtake Mark here.
He's going for
And
it.
the inside into turn 10. A little bit of wheel banging.
Oh,
And again.
yeah, and he's made it through. And there's an end plate that's just flown off there.
Is that off?
That's off. Either Mark.
Oh, Mark! There is
What
no need for that.
Has he just done what I think he's done? I was looking at the telemetry.
Yeah, safety car in. And Dan has boxed, by the way.
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys will. It's easy to the end now on mediums. Whatever happened there, we caught it on stream. I just wasn't watching the television. And I was about to say it was either Dan's front wing, because he's got damage. Faxland has front wing damage. He was the car behind all of that. And I was about to say Mark had it as well, but Mark now out of the race, of course.
And it's unseen, Danny. The leader has got a drive through.
That changes everything. So right now, Robin is the de facto leader of this race with the Wizard in third place. Now the Wizard, I think, will have to stop again because his tyres are coming towards the end of their running life. We could see him stop this time around. It wouldn't damage him too much.
I think KV may think about stop as well.
I would if I was KV, personally. Although, track position...
Track position, he's in fourth, he's in a good position.
He's going to go up to third because the Wizard has to stop.
But and so is Robin by the looks of things, if it's on the left, if we trust the graphic. But double check it.
Robin, I don't have telemetry for Robin, so I can't tell you.
Robin has gone soft medium, and he's already done.
Yeah, he's in. KV will take the lead then.
Yeah, with the drive-through.
Yeah.
And then 600C's pitted as well, so he's going to have to pit and then do the drive-through.
Yeah, so he's gonna be near the back, if not at the back. KV then takes the lead with Racer in second place, and Wisey Boy takes third.
Shush. Don't want to curse him.
He's fine. So NSX comes out in fourth then, but of course once the safety car comes into the pit lane, he will have to. Well, he'll have. Is it 3 laps after that to serve his penalty? According to Montana, it was a green delta for unseen, and he's still got a penalty, which
we can't really do much about that.
No, that's very unfortunate if it is the case.
Here's Codemasters working wonders again. So Wisey Boy with the overtake stuck on is up into third.
This should give him a chance to regen some of that battery.
You say that. 17% of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have had any, would he? So
we've got drive-through penalties for having green delta. We've got people stuck in overtake, and we've got tired deltas that are just
unbelievable.
I don't want to rinse it, but
it's not looking good, is it?
I mean, we gave it a month.
Yeah.
Imagine us trying to do this 2 weeks after, like some of the league do.
Well, there was lobby glitches for the first 3 weeks.
So, yeah, we had lobbies not working with 2 hours to go. This race may not have even happened, but
yeah. So let's
so
have
far,
a look.
so good.
Who has made the most places? So the leaders then have made 9, 10 and 14 places between them from their starting positions.
So NSX, now what's happened here? Wisey Boy's just gone past NSX. NSX is letting back through?
Yeah, that's how it should be. NSX was in fourth. It must have got through with Wisey Boy trying to regen some of that battery power. And then just to keep the order as it should be, lets him back through.
I'm going to run through the penalties, shall I?
Go for it.
So KV hasn't got any. Lewis has served his drive-through from earlier on, and hasn't got any. He's clean. Wisey Boy has got nearly 2 penalties.
Mm-hmm.
NSX Unseen's obviously got that drive through now. Hijack's got 1. Robin's got 2 and a 5 second, but I know what the 5 second was for, so...
Yeah. No. Then we've got Arbar 1 warning away.
And then, funny enough, the Wizard. Well,
completely clean.
Yep, of course he is. And Dan's on 1 and Jamie is on 1, so...
So it's Fallen...
relatively even, really.
Yeah. Yordi's on
Safety
9 seconds and 1 warning away from another 3-second time penalty.
And the safety car, Danny, is in this lap, and KB is leading the way.
So he is then. We jump on board with our race leader as we get ready to go racing again. We missed it the first time, but I'm going to let you do the honours. And he's missed me cue. Then I'll do it. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. KV leads us away through the final corner. Shocking exit, though, for him. Racer right up in the gearbox of the Williams. Both Mercedes power units in these cars. He pulls out. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the straight line speed.
Someone's binned it. Jamie's binned it off the restart. Cold rubber.
Yeah, through the final corner. KV still under pressure from the racing point of Lewis.
Hijack and Unseen side by side through 1 and 2. Hijack is through on Unseen.
KV covers off the door there. Lewis could have gone for the move that Hamilton went for on Rosberg in 2014. Thought better of it.
Still in the wall. Now Robin's on the back of Unseen as well, so it's under pressure early doors. And other than that, we're all good. Charlie's had a bit of a shock. He's off the back of Dan, but he's probably should just be able to keep within 2 or 3 seconds of it.
Yeah, KV's had a much better middle sector than Lewis, but that could be accounted for by dirty air. Still within DRS range though when that comes back. The end of the next lap.
To tell you, this safety guy helped out Titchy. He was a full pit stop behind.
Yeah, he's now only down at the back of the pack.
Oh, and someone had a shocking exit. Unseen is in for his drive through. That's probably going to put him stone dead last.
Yeah, it will do. KV now has put the hammer down and is starting to pull away at the front of the field. The 2 Racing Points stand as his vanguard. 2 Hijacked in 4th place. And we've got Yordi and Fallen having a ding dong.
Around the outside from the AlphaTauri driver.
Yep, Fallen tucking in behind, not wanting to battle that position too much. Yordi on the fresh medium tyres, Fallen on the slightly older, harder tyre. Jonathan Cox next in line to have a go at the Red Bull. We'll jump on board. I think we could see a move here into turn 10. Fallen's back end getting squiffy there. It's going to go for into turn 9, Jonathan Cox, and makes the move stick. But Fallen could fight back. No, avoids clout in the rear end of that Renault. And all is well with the world.
But I can't see Caton making it to the end of his hards. He has done 20 laps on them already.
Well, if we look at his tyre wear, which I can do, it's 52% on the front left. That is his most worn tyre.
Charlie has picked up 3 seconds. Hijack Gaming has got past
Wisey boy.
And you know what?
So's Robin as well. Yeah. That's Wisey boy being stuck in overtake. He's got nothing to defend with.
Yeah. Well, it means it also drags the car wide through the corners. It unsettles the car massively.
They've basically had to learn to drive a whole new car for this race. KV then 1.5 seconds clear of Lewis at the moment. But I don't think Lewis is his main problem. I think that's going to be Hijacked.
We've got a top 8 developing as well.
Yeah.
See, as he got past Charlie, let's see if he can catch up, but Gap is maintaining. That's actually in a relatively good position. He's only 2 cars behind Arbar. Wizard is up there and doesn't stop again.
No, if we go on board with the Wizard. course, Dan and the Wizard, we know their history. Long-time viewers will also know it.
And Arbar is looking for Wiseboy. Wiseboy's got no ERS. He has got the DRS to help him a little bit, but it should be a relatively easy move. And Arbar is up to P5 on the hard tyre.
Great move from him. NSX on scene, down at the back of the pack, sets the fastest lap of the race on those fresh medium tyres.
Tell you what though, he could still get a point here. He's not massively off them. 6.2 seconds, people with penalties in front.
Yeah, it could still happen for him.
Jonathan Cox down the inside of Charlie to turn 4.
Makes that move stick. I'm still with the leading group, and I think we could see a move from Hijacked on Racer here as we head up towards turn 9 and 10. DRS enabled for Hijack now. He's not going for it, saving himself for the main straight.
Dan and Wizard, here we go, side by side. Defensive. These
Holds
two
the position.
pretty much pushing each other through turn 9.
Yeah, we both know Dan will not be a happy bunny stuck behind that McLaren.
I think he was taking points though before we said at the start of the race. Let's see how they go with 8 laps left. Lewis is somehow still in front.
Yeah, he's managed to hold him off, and all of this that he's doing there to defend from Hijacked is helping KV massively. 2.4 seconds now, the gap between first and second place. Unseen's closed up on Tichy by nearly a second that lap as well.
It's because Tichy's stuck behind the Hasselfaxton, that's why.
Yeah.
Can't overtake him through 3 and 4. Although we have seen a couple of those tonight already. And Jonathan Cox got out of shape. Charlie looking to go around the outside. He's still there just about. Goes to the inside.
He could still make the move. Jonathan Cox very wide through turns 7 and 8. Charlie has the DRS, but he's not quite close enough. Yeah. Meanwhile, at the front, yeah, he's absolutely flying right now. Hijack, then this could be it, and Lewis could be seeing quite a few cars come past him here. Although Hijack, not the best of exits. Robin could have a go at him as well.
Lewis got a great exit actually.
Yeah, he did, using all his karting experience. And here goes Robin on Hijacked around the outside towards turn 1. He's going to go for the double switchback.
Got a late move on the racing point. Oh, he's had to back out of that one though. You can tell when Wiseboy's getting overtaken how much ERS he has left. When he goes into none, everyone else is just zooming past.
Hijack then managed to hold off Robin, and that gave Lewis a reprieve. But it won't be long. He'll have to catch his breath quickly, recharge that battery as best he can.
I think Lewis is going to be alright though, because the guys behind him are going to be tripping up over each other, to be fair.
Yeah, 6 laps to go then when they cross the line this next time around. KV leads by 2.4 seconds. That gap is starting to even out and close. The old tyres that he finds himself on will start to compromise him. 63% wear for KV on the front left tyre.
We missed Tichy getting past Faxon, but now Tichy's stuck behind Charlie and Fallen.
Yep, and that's a battle that's been going on for a while. I think we might see a move from Arbar on Robin into turn 1.
Wizard and Dan have got to be careful. Yordi and Jonathan Cox are now closing in on the back of this. The gap was 3.2 seconds, a few laps to go. Wizard goes down the inside, they bang wheels. Wiseboy gets the elbows out, and they're going to go side by side through turn 3.
Wizard has the inside of turn 3, so that will secure that position. But can Dan make any sort of move? We've got a spinner, and it's Tichy.
The commentator's curse on that. I will take the full responsibility.
It's been a torrid evening for Alfa Romeo after a very successful night yesterday. Alfa not having the best of days. They always happen.
Gave me another 3 seconds. Wiseboy got out of shape, so that's a free position for Dan through 7 and 8.
Yeah, and he's got DRS as well to close back up to the Wizard.
So
3.1 seconds.
And Dan close in on basically the top 5. Bring themselves back into the race.
They can see them just about. 3.1 is the gap. That's, KV's managed to extend the gap now to 2.7 over Lewis, and I think this could be the end of Lewis's stalwart defence. Here comes Hijacked, rear wing open, no need for overtake. He's side by side, he's pulled ahead. Chops back in front before the braking zone though. Needs to be careful doing that.
Yeah, Hijack's got to get a wriggle on, he's got many penalties, and Dan's got past the Wizard.
Not surprising, and so's Wisey Boy as well.
Yeah, we've got out of shape, I think, through 1 and 2. I think those two went side by side and thought, oh yeah, we get 2 cars through there, fine. Oh, and Wisey Boy and Wizard come together and Geordie's just crashed into them.
Oh, I didn't catch it on stream.
That's right, I've got it, that's why I'm here.
And I believe that is the Wizard. Down and out. McLaren from such a promising qualifying, not looking great for their end result here. 13th and 14th for them. Meanwhile, Race has managed to hold off Robin with the DRS from Hijacked, who's not managed to pull away. And KV, in fact, is still extending his lead here. Tier 3 champion showing his mettle. Out in the lead of this race on 26 lap old hard tyres. 15 laps more than Hijacked, and still managing to get away.
Sorry, Danny, you already got front wing damage from that accident. Oh, Charlie tried to go down the inside, he spun round. So Yordi's probably gonna, oh, I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna come in as well, so it's Faxton and Unseen batting for the last point.
And I don't want to look too harshly down on Faxland, but I think there's only going to be one winner of that battle.
Yes, I think the tyres as well would be, I think it's slight pressure tyres.
Yeah, 1 lap on them maybe, but Faxland's looked a little bit out of sorts in terms of his pace today. I mean, both him and Dracer did really well off the start to avoid all the carnage and get themselves clear, but
Jonathan Cox has got 3 seconds, Danny, so
that's another warning, another penalty. No, Cookie's not. Unseen is British. Jonathan Cox is now on 15 seconds worth of penalties.
That's going to drop him out of the points.
Yeah. So the Wizard could still be on for points here.
Oh, we've got ourselves a little quality session. I've just seen it, 14th and 15th. We're going to go and have a run. And still fastest lap, which has just got to Jonathan Cox, a 17.6.
Arbar's made it ahead of Real Our Life down the main straight into turn 1. And I'm just looking at the penalties at the moment, Matt. As it stands, the podium would be KV, Racer and Arbar. Hijacked would drop out with 6 seconds. Real Life has 9, which I believe would put him behind Dan, who only has 3.
Yeah.
So potentially, depending on what happens to Hijacked, Dan could be on for a P4 here.
All I'm going to say is, can I just point out Wisey Boy is still in 8th with no ERS.
It's a brilliant drive from Wisey Boy, you have to
and
say.
He's on those 23 lap
yeah.
cards as well, so hit both the racing points, doing a sterling job.
Yeah, KV now starting to lose that pace. Half a second drop to Hijack this time around, who is finally managing to pull away from Lewis. And if Lewis can keep himself in DRS, he's in with a chance of being able to hold off the 2 behind him, but runs very wide in the final corner. That's going to give him his first warning of the race.
His tyre though, because that left and right front looked very angry.
Lewis, yes, 64% left front for him. KV on 75% left front. KV is now, KV is now in puncture territory for those hard tyres. And anyone who watched the Grand Prix at the weekend will know that you do not take puncture territory for granted.
No.
Wisey Boy as well, he's at a similar percentage.
Dan's closing in on Robin, but Jonathan Cox is closing in a lot quicker, but obviously pending situation is advantage Dan on that front.
Yeah, and Dan will be well informed of that. Dan does have front wing damage as well, by the way.
Ah, so that could explain
To
why he's
the,
not closing as quick. Well, he's still doing a decent job.
Yeah, 12% to the front left. Faxland as well, that might explain his lack of pace in this final stint. 12% to his front left as well. Dan's also running low on the amount of tread he's got left on those tyres.
As we are approaching the final lap today.
We are indeed.
1.3 seconds. 2, 1, it's just coming down.
It's alright though, he's not giving away DRS, so I think he'll be okay. Meanwhile, behind though, Arbar's going to make his way through. Robin, not quite. So that puts Arbar up into a net second place. Lewis can afford to let Robin go, as long as they can keep with Arbar and not lose out too much on Hijacked.
Cavy's just got to crawl this Williams around. He knows Hijacked's got penalties. Arbar is a further 1.8 seconds behind, so it's looking okay at the moment.
Yep, Cavy's looking good, as long as that tyre holds.
Tell you what, Robin is pushing Lewis through him probably a little bit too much. I think he's just picked up front wing damage.
He has indeed. He's just picked up another penalty. That's 9 seconds for him, so this puts Dan in a great position.
Dan's picked up
3.
6 though.
Is it 6 now?
Yeah, he picked up another one towards the end, and look, these two will get closing in, but it's Cavey, Danny, who's just going to crawl across the line.
Powers towards the final corner. That front left tyre's held up for him. I don't know what the wear is now. He weaves for the line and takes a maiden victory in Tier 2 with Arbar behind him, and Lewis jumps them both. Lewis gets himself into second place, Arbar in third, Hijacked fourth, Dan stays fifth, Wisey Boy up to P6, Fallen P7, NSX Unseen up to P6. Great recovery from him after that unfortunate drive-through penalty. Be interesting to see where the Wizard jumps to when he crosses the line. No, he stays P12. And we have Yordi, Tichy and Charlie all battling to set the fastest lap of the race, no doubt.
Charlie currently has it with a 16.7.
So we'll see if anyone can beat it. Here come Yordi and Titch. Titchy beats it. We've got chance. Can Charlie get it? At the death.
No, he's not got enough fuel left.
No. So there we have it. Do you know, last night was brilliant. Tonight has been brilliant. If this is what the season's going to be like, bring it on. People say running a full 22 race season is excessive, but if we get 22 rounds of that, well, who'd ever want it to end? Great drive from Kevy to make those tyres last, repeating his feat from last season, as Cookie pointed out in the chat, with a masterclass of tyre preservation to get himself, well, it was a podium last year, this time it's the race win. Lewis, or Racer, manages to get himself second place by virtue of not having any penalties at all.
That's going to be a happy bunny right there.
Yep, so we've got a Wizard Award for first and second place. Arvar in third. He'll be very pleased with that, no doubt. That penalty at the end costing him second place. Hijacked in fourth. Dan Robbo in P5 after starting 11th. NSX Unseen recovering from a late drive-through penalty to finish in P6 with the Platinum Wizard Award. So the Golden Wizard Award. Platinum is for the whole season, isn't it? Golden Wizard Award for NSX Unseen. 0 seconds of penalties and 0 warnings. Wisey Boy in 7th after being stuck with ERS in overtake for the whole race. I feel that is a great achievement. Fallen, Faxland and Jonathan Cox round out the top 10 with Real Life, Wizard, Titchy, Yordi and Charlie rounding out your finishing runners, your DNFs. Jamie in 16th, Mark in 17th, Dracer in 18th and Stumpy in 19th.
be surprised if anyone predicted that result correct.
I don't think anybody did. So then,
Shall
yeah.
get the people.
Whilst Matt gets those guys in, if all of you can put any questions into the chat that you want asking to the podium finishers. MP Salisbury, thank you very much for following. It's much appreciated.
KB Lewis, and I can't find who else it was.
Alvar and KV.
I've got him somewhere.
Whilst we're waiting as well, I think it's time for me to do some plugs, don't you, Matt? First plugs of the new season.
Yeah, knock yourself out, mate. Go
Yeah! Right then, everybody, I'll be quick, I promise. If you enjoyed this stream and you enjoy the racing that we bring you, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on that notification bell to make sure you never miss an upload. If you are interested in supporting Cost further, you can do so by following us on all our social medias, and you can also purchase some items from our merch store, which will be linked in our bio. But if for some reason it's not showing, it's a contestofspeed.live/merch. Good evening, chaps.
Hello.
Oh,
No,
no.
I'm going to let you into a little bit.
Don't think you expected me to be here tonight, did you?
No, we joked about
No.
it last night, didn't we?
Yeah, we did actually.
The podium things. Oh, you're like, oh, I'll see you on the podium. Funny and
Roles reversed.
hello. Unexpected. But definitely deserved.
Almost certainly. Great job, guys. So then, is Arbar here?
Hey man.
Hey, great job from you, mate. Just unfortunate about that 3-second penalty near the end. But just talk us through that race for you.
It was pretty stressful. I completely messed up my safety car restart, and I think I had a pretty poor strategy as far as when I was pitting for my hards. But I tried to keep it clean as much as I can, so I'm just pretty happy to be here. And I'm just so sad I got a penalty on the last lap of the race.
Yeah, we were keeping an eye on them, of course, as we always do, just to see who was going to finish where, and we saw that you were clean up until that point, but with 2 warnings. So unfortunate to pick it up at the end of the race, but still, podium finish can't be all too bad.
Yeah, it was good. I'm pretty happy with it. First race I've done with manual gears too, so I was pretty stressed about it. So I'm just happy for the result.
Great stuff. Well, congratulations on P3. Hopefully we'll see you again next week. Great start to the season.
Thanks, man.
Moving on then, P2, Lewis.
Yeah, what a bloody great result that was. Like, the race was such topsy-turvy. I had a drive-through at the weirdest scenario from the first virtual safety car. When it was starting to, it said virtual safety car ending. I went to go, and it briefly went red, and straight away gave me a drive-through. So took that straight away because I was thinking about the threat of safety car. And thankfully, the safety car did come out, and made some. Luckily, KV was. I went and did my drive-through, came out behind KV, and I just followed him through. Whenever he made a move, I wanted to get past that person as well as soon as possible, just stick with him. And then in the second safety car, that's what made it really. I just followed whatever KV was going to do. I was going to copy that because I knew I only had a set of mediums left. So I just thought, screw it, I'm going to have track position, make the most of that, and the hards just about made it. The last lap was dodgy. I picked up a couple. I picked up a warning on the final lap, and I knew if I got one more, I would have got a penalty. But I thought maybe I might get a P3, but to get a P2 is a fantastic result.
Yeah, great job, man. And yeah, you're right. We did not expect to see you up on the top step.
Yeah,
up on the second step rather.
Yeah, really good. It was much happier on the hards. On the mediums, ever since I've been practicing, the mediums I've been struggling on, but on the hards, my pace has been really, really good. So I'm glad to show that. And, yeah, great way to start the season.
So the defending you put in on those last 5 or 7 laps from first hijacked and then Arbar and
Yeah.
Robin was a joy to behold. So congratulations, mate. Well done on P2.
very much.
Hopefully it's the first of many.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right then. So now we move on to a man who's no stranger to the top step of the podium, but this is his first time in Tier 2. KV,
Evening.
how are you feeling, mate? How you feeling?
Put it this way, my hairline has receded another half an inch.
Didn't think it could.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well,
either.
funny enough, it can. And yeah, man, what a crazy race.
Yeah. I mean, how old are those tyres at the end there? Was it nearly 30 laps?
Yeah, they were on 83% at the end.
Oh.
The left tyres, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a crazy race. I obviously had a really bad start. I got wing damage at turn 2. And I thought, it's going to be one of those long races where I wasn't going to go anywhere. But then I remember obviously with Spain last year, I did the exact same. And I thought that at one point when the safety car came out, I thought I was going to be screwed. I thought like Lewis and the other guys were just going to maul me towards the end. But I don't know, like the tyres were just, I don't know, the car felt really good towards the end.
You do have Lewis to thank. He was acting as a roadblock for the majority of that final stint.
To be fair, to be fair, you had really good pace in the first couple of laps. That's what I felt. But for me, I didn't have to defend too hard. I was using up energy, but yeah, like KV was just another lead, and then brilliant.
Yeah. It's great stuff. So first blood goes to Williams then in Tier 2 of Season 6. We just want to check, make sure there's no more questions I need to ask from the stream. Hijack, thank you for following. Great results today for you. No, that's everything. So congratulations, guys, on your podium finishes.
Thank you.
And we thank you all at home very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you have, make sure, as we said before, to hit that follow button on Twitch. If you're watching this back on YouTube, to hit subscribe. You can tune in and watch some more racing from Contest of Speed every week on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 10 PM in the UK for tiers 3, 2, 1 and 4 respectively, and Tuesday and Wednesday at 9 PM Eastern for America's tiers 2 and 1. We hope to see you again next time. Thank you very much again for watching. Good night.